All right. Well, we are live again, folks, and I do not know what just happened, but I had an entire stream, and guess what? Y'all were not there. It's pretty sad for me because I did a whole get up and get it go, and it was not awesome that now I have to do it again. So let's see what happens with the new one. Hopefully, it's as good or better. We do not know yet, but we're going to find out. All right. So, what I was trying to say earlier, this is a live stream for Take It to Vegas, and it's with Jesse Coffia, me, myself, and I. And these are the numbers and stats and facts of the predictions I think that are going to happen this weekend. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you one for Texas A&M that's happening already. But I'm going to say 24-17 Texas A&M, and it's going to be Texas State. And I do not know why that number is so clear in my head, but I like to say it. So let's keep going. We got Kentucky and Toledo. Toledo's really going to put a working in on Kentucky, but guess what? It's not going to do a whole lot, and Kentucky's going to pull it out just barely. I'm going to say 17-10. Let's see. Let's keep it going. We got Ole Miss, Memphis. Ole Miss is going to really stump a mud hole in Memphis. There's just no getting around it. The whole week this week is filled with a bunch of nothing games and a couple good ones sprinkled along the way. So Ole Miss beats them, let's say 35 to... I don't see any of these teams putting up a lot of points. So I'm going to say 35-7. Mississippi State versus the Raging Cajuns. The Raging Cajuns just don't have what it takes to beat the state. So let's say Mississippi State 24-3. I don't know. It's not a whole lot of goodness coming out of them, but I'll give them that. And then you got the sacred Duke-Alabama game. And guess what? 90% of the show is about Alabama, so I hope you're here to enjoy. Alabama's going to put a stomping on them. I'm talking about they're going to take out the leather belt and whoop that behind. Alabama's coming for you, Duke. Even with the suspensions and injuries, none of that's going to stop Alabama for putting it on you. So, I'm saying 49-12. And yes, I do mean 12. 4 field goals is all they're going to get. Let's spit out some numbers for you. Tua, 5 touchdowns. 4 rushing. Sorry, he's not that kind of a running quarterback. 4 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. And then we're going to have 2 running back touchdowns. Who knows who it's going to be? There's too many running backs back there. So one of those 25 guys they got a running back are going to get in the end zone twice. Okay, let's see. And then we got South Carolina, North Carolina. It's a nice little in-state smackdown, but South Carolina's supposed to be on an uptake and going straight to nowhere. I see them winning maybe 8 games this season max. But they're definitely going to win against the Tar Heels. The Tar Heels don't have much to offer, so look for a W right there. And then we got the Vols versus the Panthers, or I don't know what Georgia State is, but I am actually giving Georgia State the win. They're going to put the stomping on the old Tennessee. And I mean old as in nothing they do is any good because they are not winners anymore. Okay. We're going to move right along and not think about the losers. Let's see. We got Arkansas and Portland State. Let's be realistic. Arkansas has a fight of their life every time they go on the field. Portland State is going to bring it. I don't even know if this was ever a college before last year, but they're going to come out and they're going to they're going to put that bacon on its back and eat it up. But guess what? That bacon's going to come back to life. And I see them coming out with a 17-6 victory over Portland State. And then we got Georgia at number 3 versus Vanderbilt. Well, guess what, Vandy? I hate to say it, you're the only thing that brings up the GPA in the SEC, and you're going to get your brains knocked all over the field. Man, Georgia's going to put it on you. The dogs are going to get you. And I'm sorry that this has to be the way you start your season. I wish you could be playing Buffalo or any of these other lady schools that the rest are playing. And I'll even throw Alabama in there. Duke, I'm sorry. I respect you as a college, but I do not respect you when it comes to playing the SEC, especially if you're playing Alabama. Oh, no. Just like them boys down there in LSU, you know what I'm saying. All right, we're going to LSU right now, too. So, we got LSU versus Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern's going to come out, and they're going to hit them hard, but it's going to be like a puppy hitting a tank. LSU's going to take them out, and I see it being, let's give them something a little higher, 42-7. I don't see Georgia Southern doing a whole lot against LSU, but I really see LSU putting up a lot of points. And then after that, we got Auburn, Oregon. Auburn doesn't have a whole lot to offer except some magical quarterback that came out of nowhere accordingly. I don't believe any hype Auburn has until somebody actually does something on the green. And then they are playing Old Oregon. Oregon has been hyped up ever since Chip Kelly left. Chip Kelly, hopefully that's who that is. I don't know. It's Oregon. They're not worth anything if nobody's there. Especially, I don't know how they, never mind. The president of Nike is pretty much their school. But Oregon is not that great, and I do not see them doing anything worth an 11 ranking. And Auburn, they're not worth their rank either, but that rank is still worth higher than that 11 that Oregon has. I see them putting up at least, let's give them something weird, 32 points. And, oh my goodness, Oregon's going to have 6 points. No. Sorry. 20. I got to at least give them 20. I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but I think there's going to be at least 20 and 32 points in this game. And then we got one last match. Missouri versus Wyoming. There's not a whole lot to watch, but you always can count on Missouri making any game they play at least somewhat competitive. And I even mean with Wyoming. Wyoming should get ran off the field, but I bet it's going to be a close one. 13-17, and that's the final. Sorry for all the changes and updates on the live time. There's a hurricane. Everybody's freaking out down here. I'm still not super worried if it's that serious, but we had to go get supplies and whatnot. So that's why the stream dramatically changed. And then I just had a whole stream where nobody was there because I did not hit record, I guess. With that being said, thanks for coming to Take It to Vegas with Jesse Coffia. This is Tuss Talk, and I'm signing off.